They taught you to be nice, to be seen, to explain yourself until your words mean nothing. They taught you to apologize for existing loudly, to trade your hours for the glow of other people's approval. Throw that lesson in the fire. Rebuilding yourself is not therapy, it's war. And if you're not willing to be ruthless with your own weaknesses, someone else will be ruthless with you. This is Machiavelli's way. Brutal honesty, cold strategy, and the kind of discipline that leaves no room for sentiment. If you want to rise, you must be willing to burn the parts of you that beg for applause and forge the rest into a weapon. Picture a man named Luca. 2 years ago, he was always available, texts at midnight, apologies on loop, chasing likes like breath. He was exhausted and shallow, a ghost of intention. One morning, he returned to an empty apartment and felt a strange clarity, a quiet that felt like invitation. He shut his phone. For 90 days, he woke before dawn, trained until his body argued, read until his head ached, and planned like a general mapping his next campaign. When he reappeared, he didn't announce it. People noticed the change. The eyes that once dismissed him now calculated his presence. That is no accident. Isolation is not pain. It is the foundry that tempers steel. Machiavelli understood that solitude creates strategy. Strategy creates leverage. Leverage creates power. Step 1. Kill distraction. They don't want you focused. They profit when you scroll, when your mind becomes a marketplace of interruptions. Every notification is a soft colonization of your attention. He who controls the people must control their minds first. Today they don't need chains. They have algorithms, envy, and noise. A disciplined man treats his attention like currency. He makes it scarce. He doesn't answer every provocation. He doesn't validate strangers with a reply. He withholds his energy like a reserve army. Every time you check your phone without purpose, you expend a bullet from your own magazine. Stop shooting blanks. Step 2. Quiet confidence. There is a cruel kind of power in being unreadable. The man who reacts first loses, always. The world is designed to bait the emotional animal inside you. The instant you flinch, you reveal the cord they can pull. Train your face to remain still while your mind is an engine of calculation. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Fear is respect with teeth. Love is a door that opens both ways. You don't seek fear for cruelty's sake. You seek it because the man who is feared is not emotionally manipulated. He is steady, predictable to himself, and unpredictable to others. Let them shout. You plan. Step 3. Make discipline your fortress. Discipline is boring until it becomes identity. The untouchable man doesn't wait for feelings. He follows systems. He wakes up before the world is awake because that hour is where empires are born. Mornings are not for scrolls, but for mastery. Train your body until weakness is an unfamiliar mirror. Train your mind until indecision feels like a foreign language. Build rituals so heavy that even a tired mood cannot dislodge them. Systems remove drama. Systems keep you moving when the rest of the world folds under sentimentality. This is not asceticism for show. It's preparation for dominance. Step 4. Become invisible until you are inevitable. People confuse visibility with victory. The social feed rewards noise, not results. The man who needs to be seen is a puppet. The man who doesn't is a kingmaker. Withhold your plans. Let your work accumulate like hidden capital. When the time to move comes, do so without preamble. Let results land like thunder. There is a savage satisfaction in watching those who mocked you rewind their laughter into silence. They will ask how you did it. You will answer with silence and a single devastating fact: your results. Step 5. Remove dead weight. Your circle is a network of liabilities and assets. A friend who drains you is not a sacrifice, he is a leak in your supply chain. Machiavelli said a prince must choose advisors who serve his interest, not their vanity. Translate that to your life. Audit relentlessly. Loyalty is not blind. Loyalty is usefulness plus respect. Remove those who flinch when stakes are raised. Surround yourself with people who increase your odds, not your comfort. This is ruthless, yes, but necessary. The battlefield respects those who clear their own path. Step 6. Master emotional detachment. Emotions are tools. Use them when they sharpen decisions. Bury them when they blind you. When someone insults you, measure the cost of engagement. If the answer exposes your plan, stay still. If it furthers your power, move. Learn to feel without being owned. This is not stoicism as a mask, it's intelligence as armor. The moment you let emotion dictate action, you hand your future to someone else. Learn to let the smaller fires burn while you keep the strategic inferno alive. Step 7. Build leverage like compound interest. Leverage is quiet and relentless. It is skill stacked on skill, reputation layered with results, and options multiplied by discipline. You increase your leverage by learning more than you shout, by saving more than you spend attention on applause, by being so useful that removal becomes costly. The market of social approval is shallow. The market of skill is deep. Become rare. Once you are rare, you are unavoidable. Step 8. Design your comebacks. The martyrs of modern life love to confess and explain, not you. Your comeback must be like a strategic offensive, planned, surgical, and decisive. Announce nothing. Build, then strike with such force that previous narratives collapse. Let their assumptions be the scaffolding on which your new truth stands. Revenge is wasted energy. Victory is silence that reshapes perceptions faster than any argument ever could. Now here's the terrible kindness. This path will cost you friends, comfort, and applause. You will be labeled cold, distant, arrogant. Let them. Labels are the currency of people who measure others by noise. You measure by outcomes. There is a season for being soft, when you are weak and need allies to learn. But once you have the spine to construct yourself as a strategy, softness is luxury you cannot afford. You build, you refine, you become precise. Finish with execution. Every principle is inert without motion. Start small. The morning you decide becomes the morning you own. Silence your phone for 3 hours. Train like you mean to terrify your future. Read to gain a new weapon in your mind. Cut one weak relationship. Sleep earlier. Journal cold facts about your day and what you failed to execute. Strategy without action is academic masturbation. Action without strategy is chaos. Marry both. Machiavelli didn't write about virtue as consolation. He wrote about the anatomy of power. If you want to rebuild like a ruthless strategist, take his edge and apply it inward. Be surgical, be patient, be relentless. Become the kind of man who thinks in decades, not applause. When you return from your silence, don't demand recognition. Let the room reconfigure itself around you. Let the old scripts burn. Let your life become the quiet, inevitable proof that discipline, when wielded like a sword, makes men untouchable. Luca came back silent, cold, and measured. He didn't post transformations, he didn't lecture. People assumed chance had favored him. The truth was uglier and purer. He had traded his need for approval for a schedule so brutal it left no room for sentiment. He had become unreadable, he had become dangerous. That could be you. Not because you're cruel, but because you've chosen clarity over comfort, plan over performance, and strategy over sentiment. If you want to rebuild, start like a general mobilizing for a war no one else can see. Burn distraction, sharpen silence, arm discipline, and march in service of a plan so exacting that nothing, not opinion, not comfort, not regret, can derail you. This is Machiavelli's way. Cold, precise, immovable. Rebuild with that hunger. Rebuild until your presence is a cost nobody can afford. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.